Yo, what's going on guys, DeWobs here. Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel, and the Season 3 trailer is here confirming Jean Grey and Blade coming to Marvel Rivals. It also reveals a bunch of skins. It's absolutely awesome. So I'm going to just play the trailer for you right now, and then we'll take a look at a deep dive into what's coming that we can see in the trailer.
After he yawns, another comes to my Clintar. To me, my queen in black.
Null is coming, and time will spiral into darkness.
Okay, so the trailer was a lot to unpack. It was really badass. But what we can see here is that Null has awoken on the new Clintar map in the Clintar core, and it seems that he has used Hela as his queen in black. He has nullified Hela, and she is kind of going to be working as basically his sidekick as a villain in Season 3. And I believe that means that Hela will be getting this nullified skin. You can see here, she has the Null logo on her forehead. She has that really cool black, red, and white costume. And also, it looks like this will probably end up being a legendary skin since they've made some really awesome kind of nullified versions of like her ultimate and her crow and stuff. Very cool. So I hope that's like a battle pass skin. But as we know, the heroes are going to be fighting Null, and that's where the brand new heroes come in, because we have Jean Grey showing up in this trailer, and this is our first look at Jean Grey. I believe this is her base skin. Very awesome. I see what Miller Ross was saying about how cool she looks. This is probably the coolest I've seen Jean Grey looks. Here we can see her with the Phoenix Force around her. I assume this will be part of her kit. It looks absolutely stunning. And we can see her fighting Hela, but then Blade comes to the rescue, the other hero coming in Season 3. And we can see him wielding Dracula's sword. Very cool. It's like glowing this red color. He even sets it on fire. I think he kind of partnered with Jean Grey there. But we see this epic battle between the two, and then we see Blade go like absolutely crazy. I believe this is a little bit of a hint to one of his abilities, the Blood Liberation. It's his E ability where he activates vampiric bloodline and he becomes stronger and he can restore health and things like that. So I think that's kind of a hint to that. Obviously, it's in a very stylized form in this trailer. But then we see Jean Grey, and we can see her two forms here. Obviously, we have her human form, but you can see her Phoenix form is in this other embodied form, this fiery version of Jean Grey, and then it enters her. And these will be the two forms that she can have. Now, we don't know a full description of her abilities. However, the trailer does seem to line up with a lot of the ability names we saw leaked. Of course, having two forms, and there was two forms of a lot of the abilities. There was the telekinetic transfer, the psychic transfer, the telekinetic explosion, and the psychic explosion, along with things like the Phoenix Ray. And in the trailer, we see both of her forms kind of attacking at the same time. Her human form, we have this pink kind of psionic beam, and then her Phoenix form has this fiery ray. So is this going to be a case where you can actually use both forms at the same time? I'm not too sure. Like I say, this trailer is more cinematic than gameplay, but it gives us an idea of the style that they're going for. I mean, man, the fact that we're getting Phoenix and Blade in Season 3 is going to be so awesome. We can also see that Jean Grey is flying. You can see in her human form, she is hovering off the ground. So I believe she is going to be a flyer, just like Ultron is. I think this is going to be a flying duelist. And again, we can see her Phoenix form kind of depicted floating with her in the background. So I feel like this will kind of be like following her, and you can do like secondary attacks with it. But then for certain abilities, like maybe her ult, you know, it will join and combine with her to create the giant phoenix that will deal devastating amounts of damage. We can also see Blade here. Now, I'm not sure if this is Blade's, you know, skin for Season 3. I feel like this is a Blade skin, and his base model that we've seen throughout is his base skin. But this is a really cool Season 3 skin. We can also see here, Hela throw this little Venom null symbol. I believe this is a sneak peek at a potential new emoji coming in Season 3. They've obviously recently released those emojis that you can throw out in-game, and this looks a lot like that's going to be one for Season 3 that will be part of the Battle Pass, so definitely get ready for that. We can also see at the very end where Blade starts attacking Hela. He slashes with his sword, and it makes all of these red kind of lines everywhere. I think this could actually be indicative of his ultimate ability, because the description of his ultimate was that he builds up strength for a short period and then quickly unsheaths his sword and charges forward while releasing powerful chops and leaving Dracula's sword frantically chopping the area behind you. So yeah, I mean, I think that is a little bit of a look at that. Obviously, again, in a cinematic form. And then we get to see what Null looks like in Season 3. The villain, I believe he will be on the core map that we get in the second half of the season after the Celestial Remains. And yeah, he looks very, very creepy in-game. Then, on the end screen, we get a look at more of the upcoming skins, and, I mean, this will make a lot of people happy. So we're going to be getting Venomized and Phoenix Force skins in Season 3. And here on the left, let's talk about the first one. We're finally getting the Symbiote Jeff skin in Season 3. It's finally happening. He got his team up with Venom, and it was about time he got the Symbiote skin. Now, they've gone for this obviously Venomized black and white look with the giant Venom white eyes and the sharp teeth, but they've also paired it with this kind of light blue, minty kind of color, which I think looks kind of cute, obviously with Jeff being a shark and his water abilities. It suits him very, very well. It's probably part of the Battle Pass since it's in this image right here. We're also going to be getting more Phoenix Force skins. Of course, we've recently got the Phoenix Force Moon Knight skin, and now we're going to be getting a Phoenix Force Magic skin. Very, very cool. I hope this changes her abilities, like when she pops her ult, it's like a fiery ultimate. I think that would just look absolutely insane. And you can see the Phoenix logo on her chest as well. It looks like she might have like flaming hair. That's pretty badass. And also, a fiery Phoenix Force Wolverine skin has been confirmed for Season 3. You can see his fiery claws. Again, I hope so many of these are legendary because they look so much better if they had special effects like fiery, primary attacks. But once again, he has this kind of gold and red armor with the Phoenix Force logo on his chest. Very, very cool. We get another look as well at that nullified Hela skin. I don't know if any other heroes will get the nullified skins, but the Hela one has this cool red cape as well with the null swirly logo on. It's kind of covering the cape. What a cool skin. From the leaks as well, I believe we're also going to be getting a Venomized Storm skin, since we got voice lines for that, and also a Venomized Rocket Raccoon skin. And I'm sure there'll be plenty of others as well, as these skins just look so cool. And you can see again, we have Jean Grey in the top there. I believe this means Jean Grey will be the first hero. I feel like it makes the most sense. She's right in the center of the artwork, and we can see her two forms, the Phoenix there on the right, and Jean Grey on the left. So there is the Season 3 trailer. Now, we don't know all the info on all the updates. I feel like that information is going to be coming out very, very soon. So let me know in the comments all the changes you'd like to see coming in Season 3, and hopefully all your questions get answered. Maybe in the next few hours. I feel like they're going to go heavy with all the promo today and tomorrow. We also did get some confirmation that the Jean Grey voice actress will be portrayed by Crystal Lee, a very well-established voice actress, so welcome to Marvel Rivals. Jean Grey is going to be freaking awesome. So I'll see you guys in the next one, like I said, and that's it from me. Goodbye.